Welcome to a demo of Koble. And actually, the name of the software is EBMS by Koble. We're very happy to have Nathaniel Gingrich with us today. I'm Lance, inventory software expert since 2006. And Nathaniel has generously offered to show us this great ERP system. Nathaniel, give us a brief description. What's Koble known for? What is a good fit? What type of company is a good fit for Koble?
Yeah, well, thanks, Lance. Thanks for the opportunity to meet here and chat about inventory software. So, EBMS is a product focused on serving small businesses who are often dealing with operational challenges, inventory management, labor management, manufacturing, job costing. And this is often in the space, it might be a small distribution business. A lot of our clients would be in the equipment, sales, service, rental space. We provide tools for all that. So we're a small business serving small businesses, partnering with them and helping them meet and provide tools for those needs.
And another business that came up last time that was a good fit was parts stores, right?
Yes.
Electric supply, plumbing supply, maybe lumber supply, right? Different
Yeah.
supply stores with walk-ins.
Yeah. So to that point, it's wholesale and retail, right? So we make that very natural transition and ability to service both a wholesale and a retail client at the same counter.
Awesome. You had another screen to show us before we dive into the software. I think it's good to just briefly mention this. Kind of some things to brag about, right?
Yeah, so we're a small business serving small businesses. Like I said, our mission is to make business growth easier by putting ERP software to work. And so we do that by listening, by equipping, and then of course creating exceptionally useful business software solutions. And we have about 500 clients using the software and have been in business now for a little over 30 years building business software.
Well, let's take a look.
Okay, so here we are. We've landed on kind of our home screen of the software.
Okay.
And this is our launching point for a lot of different aspects.
So let's start with sales. I think that's a good place to start where everyone thinks about. Show us your sales order screen.
So this is where our customers are going to spend a lot of their time. This is the screen that we've designed to really work well, whether you're a distribution business, whether you're a service business, equipment, it's all here. So my customer might have terms, be a charge customer. It might be a retail customer. And as they come in, we're going to identify who they are and enter their customer code. And we could create this sales order from a proposal or open an existing one and or create a whole new one and add to it.
Sorry, I see you can take payments from this screen as well. This can have a dual purpose, right? Not just take a phone order, but also take perform a counter sale from here, like a point of sale, right?
Absolutely. That's correct. So we know what the customer wanted. We know what the customer actually got. We enter that here. We can drive all of our inventory management. It often starts here. In this case, John Doe, I'm going to, before he picks it up, before I order it, even for him, I want a down payment. So I can apply that down payment to this. And when he comes back in, he'll pick it up, pay the rest, and I'll invoice it.
Another thing you mentioned on our deep dive demo is the ability to send a ticket to the customer at the counter to take it around back to grab his cement bags or his lumber. It's kind of a pick ticket, right? So they'll go in the storefront, pick what's out of the storefront, then prepay for whatever else they're buying that it can't be in a storefront. That's going to take a truck or a forklift to load them up to finish the sale.
Absolutely. That's right. So very quickly print. and send them back.
So you mentioned two different types of work orders on our previous recording, um, actual manufacturers and repair. That's sort of a service order. And you mentioned that Koble or EBMS, one place that it shines is repairing of equipment and rentals of equipment. So taking that type of order all happens on this screen as well, right?
That's correct. So I'm going to enter in that service. It's going to prompt me to create a work ticket, that'll go back to the service shop. The service technicians now can track what needs to be done, how much time, whether the parts they're using. That's all connected to this and ties it all together.
Nice. So labor and materials, charging them for labor and materials and tracking the repair of everything. And then there's another type of manufacturer where it could be robust multi-level manufacturing if you're actually manufacturing something and selling it, not just repairing it, right? What is that workflow like?
Yeah, well, there's multiple ways to access that or arrive there. One of them would be from this screen. So you might have a product that is made to order. You enter it in here, say it's a table or a chair or something like that. It can pop up and ask you what the options are with that. And that is going to then immediately create a manufacturing batch with that list of products that need to be consumed. So let's go over there. Let's pull up one of those and let's go into this one. This will show us a product that's being built, a dirt shovel, and the items that make up that particular product.
You know, as you were speaking, I thought of a customer we had years ago that I imagine had this type of setup and they manufactured custom hoses.
Yeah, we have numerous clients who are in the hydraulics and pneumatic space and are doing exactly that. They're building those hoses. And we have some additions to our sales order screen where they can type in the length of the hose and very quickly manufacture it straight from there. Very efficient.
Yeah, I'm getting the picture of the type of industry you're in. Heavy equipment, construction, contractors.
Even Class 8 truck shops, this goes on and on.
Yeah, and we've talked about manufacturing to order, but you also in our deep dive video, you mentioned manufacturing to stock as well with reorder points and min and max levels.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we have many clients who in the ag space are building ag equipment, manufacturing it. Of course, there you have many levels, bills of bombs, bills of material, deep. You have your assemblies, your sub-assemblies, and as you're selling that manure spreader, I think I used as a reference the last time.
Yeah.
You have all of those sub-assemblies, and they're all linked together. And there's ways to track and manage and see what even based on the start date here, what needs to be ordered to fulfill this manufacturing batch.
Let's take a look at that. You showed us on the previous video, the sort of a deciding or analysis tool that helped the user decide what to manufacture, decide what to transfer for those who have multiple sites and need to fulfill demand in multiple sites, decide what to purchase. Yeah, let's take a look at this feature. I like this feature.
Yeah, so for inventory purchasing, we can manage inventory at multiple locations. So I could evaluate what needs to be ordered for all warehouses or a specific one. So I'll just go into this specific warehouse. And based on the configuration here, we're able to pull, in this case, track the items we're tracking count on, everything that needs to be ordered. So this could be anything that's below the reorder point, or it could be something that we don't normally stock, but is on a sales order, is on a manufacturing batch, and needs to be ordered. So if I hit find, it's going to pull this list of products up. And based on reorder points, number of sales orders that are out there, all of that, it's going to tell me and give me a sense of how many I need to fulfill all of that.
And then from here, you have that create button down at the bottom right-hand corner that allows the user to create whatever recommendation was, like convert the recommendation into an actual manufacturer order or warehouse transfer.
Exactly. So, in this scenario, I might be a satellite location and I'm usually getting my product out of the main warehouse. So I'll create a warehouse transfer for these, essentially purchasing it from that main warehouse. or this might be a product I manufacture. And so I'll actually create a manufacturing batch for it. And then, of course, you have your typical purchase order creation.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Well, one of the important key areas for inventory accuracy is getting receiving right. Why don't we take a look at receiving? You had some neat features for triaging receipts for back orders to fulfill back orders too. I thought was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, so obviously we've created these purchase orders, and now we're, the Snap-on truck or whatever our vendor is, they've shown up, and I can choose all the open orders that I'm waiting for products come in on. Here, I see that I've actually received 50 of them already off of this, and now maybe they're delivering 20 more, and I can enter that in. This can be done from here, or we have a mobile app that also can be used to receive with. And what's unique about this screen is this bright fuchsia color. This is indicating that there are sales orders or manufacturing batches, something out there that really wants this product. And so from here, I can quickly view in this case, the sales order. So instead of putting it on the shelf, I'm going to take one of these and put it in the staging area. So it's much more efficient.
So now that the inventory is in the system, it's available to use in manufacturing, or it's available to ship out and sales orders. Let's go to the manufacturing screen. We planned on using a certain amount. Let's close out a manufacturer order. Does this system have actual consumption on the closing screen?
Yeah, so let's have a look here. So in this example, I'm working on building 2 dirt shovels. Down here we have the products that are being consumed. And because this is discrete manufacturing, every dirt shovel needs a handle, right? Or it needs a blade, or but it may be that in the process of manufacturing, I actually ended up damaging one, and so I have to consume 3 of whatever that product is. And so it'll reduce those 3, it'll expense those 3 to this, but in the end, I only have the 2 finished goods as a part of it.
And I'm sure that applies to labor as well, right? Labor is probably the most flexible. You can either do standard labor or actual labor depending on the priority of it. But I like what you mentioned in the previous video is you'll track labor absorption, the direct labor absorption, maybe the direct overhead absorption. So your job costing and your accounting is accurate and you're coming up with a good cost for the finished good. I mean, let's be honest, if we're not making a profit, we're going to go under. So that's one of the most important things to track is what is our margin? What is our profit? Are we making a profit on this particular item, or do we need to rethink what we're doing? All right, well, let's close the loop and finish out a sales order.
Okay, let's go back to our sales screen. Here we have all the open sales orders. Maybe the customer walked back in and I can scan their receipt or the invoice that they have that they're because they're coming in to pick something up. Let's go into this individual bought a chainsaw, and I'm going to ship everything. They're picking it up, and now I can take a payment. Of course, we integrate with credit card processing. That could all be triggered and happen here as well. In this case, we can take a check, send an email if we wish. This all happens right from this here screen. And I've printed out an invoice for them.
So we ship it or deliver it or print out an invoice. And I'm sure you can probably print out a receipt as well if that's the document instead. So once again, EBMS by Koble. Been around for 25 years. The company's been around for 30 years. Software is very mature, robust, good for the heavy equipment arena, the contractors, rentals, and repairs are areas that EBMS by Koble really shines. Be sure to watch our deep dive demo after this if you'd like to know more about EBMS by Koble. Thanks for joining us today, Nathaniel. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for the invite.